For thousands of years, the Atlantis myth has captured the human imagination. But was there really an island civilization, or was it merely Plato's allegory of the ideal state? Today, we will explore every phase of this myth, from its birth to modern theories. The name Atlantis was first mentioned in Plato's dialogues Timaeus and Critias in 360 BC. According to him, Atlantis was a giant island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, the Strait of Gibraltar. This civilization, with its powerful navy, advanced urban structures, and justice, was an example beyond the earth. However, Plato describes how these people gradually degenerated and incurred the wrath of the gods. In one night, massive earthquakes and floods buried Atlantis beneath the sea. An evil, technologically advanced, but morally bankrupt empire, Atlantis is trying to conquer the world by force. The only thing standing in their way is a group of relatively spiritually pure, morally principled, and incorruptible beings, the ancient Athenians. Overcoming overwhelming odds, the Athenians managed to defeat their far more powerful foes through sheer force of spirit. Sound familiar? Plato's Atlantean dialogues are practically the ancient Greek version of Star Wars. In the Timaeus, Plato wrote that Egyptian priests spoke with an Athenian statesman named Solon. According to Plato, the priests told Solon, some 9,000 years ago, of a large island located beyond what was once called the Pillars of Hercules or the Strait of Gibraltar. According to the story, Atlantis was once a sprawling empire, ruled by a powerful confederation of half-god, half-human kings. These kings conquered much of the Mediterranean Sea, but were quickly defeated when they attempted to conquer Athens. Plato argued that this attempt caused the Atlanteans to fall out of favor with the gods. As punishment for their lack of faith, their kingdom collapsed, and the island at its center was swallowed by the ocean. The scientific world largely considers Atlantis a myth, an allegory, a story invented by Plato as a metaphor to illustrate his concept of the ideal state. However, some researchers suggest that a prehistoric civilization was actually destroyed by a catastrophic disaster. Archaeological evidence is limited, but some documents, such as ancient Egyptian records, bear striking similarities to Atlantis. To many scholars, Atlantis serves as an allegory, a cautionary tale about how hubris destroyed the world's greatest civilization. So, was Atlantis just a story? Some scientists say it's an allegory, a symbol, a tale Plato invented to illustrate his idea of an ideal state. But what if it's real? For thousands of years, philosophers, explorers, archaeologists, and even space theorists have pursued this question. Some have found traces of Atlantis off the coast of southern Spain. Some have linked the massive explosion on the island of Santorini to its destruction. Dozens of different locations, from the Azores to Antarctica, have been examined as potential sites for Atlantis. But beyond all these theories, what's truly fascinating is why people cling to this story so strongly. So where was this city? Scientists have focused on three possibilities. The first is Doggerland, the submerged landmass that connected England to Europe. Doggerland sank into the sea more than 10,000 years ago when the glaciers melted. The artifacts found still offer a rich cultural legacy passed down through generations. The second possibility is Bimini Road, located near the Bahamas. Some claim it's a man-made road thousands of years old, but most scientific circles accept it as a natural geological formation. Another associated location is the Richat structure in the Sahara Desert, a massive ringed structure in the interior of Africa. According to fringe hypotheses, it could be Atlantis, but it is largely rejected scientifically. In the modern era, Atlantis has become a favorite not only of historians, but also of spiritualists, New Age movements, and conspiracy theorists. Some claim that the Atlantean people made contact with aliens, while others claim that they still rule the world order today. Even the Nazis viewed Atlantis as the birthplace of the Aryan race. How much truth is there? No one knows. But this theory alone is enough to keep the Atlantis legend alive. Atlantis may never have existed, but that doesn't make it any less powerful. It's a symbol of the rise and fall of civilization, a warning. Humanity's arrogance always succumbs to the power of nature. Perhaps that's exactly what Plato wanted to do, to make us discover ourselves, not Atlantis. Perhaps Atlantis never existed, or perhaps it sank thousands of years ago and only echoes remain. But one thing is certain, Atlantis still calls to us. Who knows? Perhaps one day we will answer. Today we told you about the legendary city of Atlantis. We would be happy if you like the video, comment and subscribe to the channel to support us.